What's going on? Okay. Wait a minute. I messed up something. Hey, y'all. What's happening? Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Uh, what y'all doing? Oh, wait. What y'all doing? Hey, Nick. Um, I'm so happy to see y'all. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to do it like that. I'm so happy to see y'all. Okay. All right. There we go. Hey, y'all. Now, okay. Got my drink. Hey, Denise. I got it. I'm gonna eat when I finish because I don't want to be. That'll make me sleepy. I don't, that'll make me tired and sleepy. Uh, you had a long day at work. Okay, okay. I ain't gonna hold you long. I ain't gonna hold you long. Just to talk about a few things. I'm waiting for a few more people to get up in here, and then I'm gonna talk about what I'm talking about. Y'all, I'm feeling much better today. Much better today. But I got another announcement to make. Hey, Lisa Marie, thank you. I'm feeling better today. I got an announcement to make that I meant to tell y'all yesterday, but all the badness, I forgot about the goodness, right? So, yeah, I know I did a Temu haul, right? Well, I was looking at something on TikTok or something, and the guy was advertising. He was a content creator, and he was advertising for Temu. So he was saying how to do it, but I still didn't understand. So I reached out to Temu, right? I reached out. Hey, Jeanette here. Hey, friend. I reached out to Temu, and they emailed me today, not yesterday. Was it yesterday? I don't know if it was yesterday. They emailed me yesterday, but so much was going on with the YouTube that I forgot to tell y'all about it, right? So tomorrow, I was really busy today, but they gave me the information and the links and all the stuff I got to do. So hopefully I will be getting products from Temu, and then I will show them on my YouTube. But what messed me up was, like, my channel is still growing, y'all. It's growing every day. It's growing, right? I'm thankful for that, right? But I'm like, as soon as it start growing, and then I get a sponsor, so to speak, and now they want to shut me down for 30 days. But that's all right, because God is good. So, yeah, y'all, I'm going to fill it out tomorrow, and I don't know how long it takes and what all the steps are, but probably not that long. So, y'all will be seeing some Temu products. I'm going to be doing some unboxing and some this and that. The only problem is, I hope that I'm not getting ads. The fact that I'm not getting ads affect that. But they say they just want me to show it and talk about it on my channel. So that's what I'll be doing, y'all. I forgot to tell y'all that yesterday. There's so much other stuff going on. Hey, Eve. Hey, Eve. Yeah. So. Yeah. I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's called that, but they said that's what it. I'll tell y'all about it because I got to look over it again. I was so messed up yesterday, and I looked over it again today, but I was busy with YouTube. So tomorrow I've allotted out some time. Tomorrow I'm gonna fill it out and do all what I need to do and get a full understanding of it. But from what I understand, they're gonna send me products. They send you money or something to buy the products or whatever, and then you show the products on your channel. Yeah, yeah. You in Philly? I'm in ATL. Nick in Louisville. Jeanette in Charlotte. I don't know where everybody else at. Yeah. So born and raised in Louisville. You know the guy that I was gonna marry. He live in Louisville with his wife. That's where they live at now. You in Syracuse? Oh, Lisa, you in Syracuse? Okay, up top, upstate New York. So yeah, y'all, that was the good news that I meant to share yesterday, but I was too devastated to share it. That I got in touch with Temu, and they got in touch with me back, and we getting ready to have a partnership. It's called the Sponsee Program. It's called something. I forgot what it's called, but I'll let y'all know because, like I said, I was I was too emotional. But let me say this though, and I'm going to say it again before I leave. Just saying it for now is thank you, y'all. Thank you for a whole bunch of things. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for the encouraging words. I got encouraging words today. Thank you for donations. Like I don't want to get all emotional and start crying about it, but thank you. I just want to give a big thank you. And if I could give y'all a hug, I would. It's just thank you, thank you, thank you, because this next month or two is going to be very trying for me. They give you a credit to buy items to review. Yeah. That's what I gathered, Jeanette. So, thank you, y'all. I can't thank y'all enough, right? For the encouragement, for the words, because I was really nervous and scared. I was like, dang, I don't have the memberships. Now they're gonna, the people gonna leave me. I ain't know what the outcome was gonna be, right? And usually, how I react to things is I ignore it. I just ignore it, right? But if it wasn't for the love of you guys, I couldn't ignore y'all. YouTube is them. That's them, right? I couldn't ignore y'all, right? So, just want to say thank you, child. Just thank you, because yesterday was a mess for me, but I'm good today. Now, did y'all get a chance to watch the video? I only uploaded it a few hours ago. When I read an excerpt from my book, because I want you guys to read it and comment. Thank you, friend. I want you guys to, and y'all know what, today, let me tell y'all something. Today, so much stuff has happened in my life, some stuff I forgot, but it's needed in my life story, right? And I forgot a situation that happened in my life when I was young, when I was in a foster home. I don't even know how I forgot it, but, some life goes on that I have to put in my book. So I had to immediately, even though I said I wasn't writing, I had to immediately go and insert it in caps so that when I do start to writing, I can go back to that spot, because I'm ahead of that now. Go back to that spot and write that down, because that's a very, I need to speak on that, and I had to deal with that in silence, right? So, yeah. Okay, yeah. So anyway, I want you guys, what your thoughts are about what I did today. And I think I'm going to do that once a week, like I do the Narcissist series. I'm going to do that once a week and do the excerpt from my book once a week. But like I said, as I'm writing and thinking and I remember some stuff, I'm like, girl, sometimes I have to hug myself like, child, you done been through it and you still here. So that's where I'm at, y'all. But let me tell y'all this. Let's get to it, y'all. I just saw, and I'm waiting on another blogger to talk about it because they get all the information. I just saw on the social medias that LaTosha Scott's husband, this is allegedly, and I saw the film, but I couldn't decipher who it was. Allegedly, he was in Vegas right now, the 4th of July weekend, with another woman. Somebody think the camera was rolling, but I think the cameraman got scared and started rolling down on the floor. But if that was him, allegedly, if that was him, and if he was bold enough to walk hand in hand, because that's how they was walking, hand in hand, with a woman in the public, then go on and film him. He don't care, evidently, right? I don't know if that was him. I can't say, because I looked at it, I can't tell. But I'm sure there's more evidence forthcoming. I'm sure of that. Yeah. But now, I don't know, just in my mind, just because I want to think good of everybody, I just don't want to believe that. On the 4th of July, you left your wife, because the holidays, them is important days. On the 4th of July, you left your wife and publicly went lollygagging with somebody else, hand in hand. I just don't want to believe that. I don't know, because it was the back. I seen it on, Funky Dineva posted it on IG. And he said, his people were saying come on with the tea, come on, come on. And he said, give me a minute. So I don't know if he gonna make a video about it, if he got some more proof, some more evidence, I don't know. But to put it up, to post it, and post the recording, it must mean you're pretty sure of what you're about to say. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to believe it, not yet. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it because that's a lot of nerves. And even though somebody asked her, said that they had an open relationship, even if I had an open relationship, which I would never, we ain't that open. You have to still sneak around for the people don't see you. You know, we ain't gonna take no pictures and everybody get the public gonna know, right? That's disrespectful. So we gonna see, y'all. I just can't. I just can't imagine that. Like you, and then, so where was your wife at? And so when people have these open situations, not saying they do the woman do she had to do? See, black men want they want to do whatever they want to do. When it's your turn, they don't want to do it. And y'all know what? Speaking of, remember that show I told y'all about? Somebody told me to watch. I watched 1 or 2 episodes. I couldn't stomach it. I think I followed on social media, and I seen her today. That's why I thought about it. The black lady who has two husbands and a couple of boyfriends, and they on TLC. I forget the name of the show, but I forget the name of the show. But something, I forgot the name of it. But she's in a poly. It might be called poly something. I don't know. But she's the one, and then one of the husbands do have a girlfriend. Like that's just too much. That's too many body parts, too many body fluids. It's just too much, right? But I want to say she give classes on how to be poly or something like that. You know, and I think the second husband was interviewed by somebody I saw on social media, right? He was interviewed by somebody. But I don't get the poly, right? I don't get the poly. I don't get the threesomes. I don't get none of that, right? Yeah, that's what I say too, Lisa Marie. I don't get any of that, right? And what I don't understand about this lady, and I stopped watching it. If I don't have nothing to do, I may start watching it again. But I watched about 1.5 episodes and just couldn't watch it. And y'all know I like reality TV, but something about that I just can't. It don't make sense to me, right? Because you got a nice husband. You've been with 20-some years, and y'all got a kid or 2 together. Then you got the younger dude who's been your husband 10, 11 years, right? I don't even know no black man I've ever been with would allow another man in his house and in the bed with his woman, because the second husband slept in the bed with her. The main husband, the first husband, did not, right? And then she told the second husband and the first husband, okay, listen here. First husband had a girlfriend. She told the second husband, now listen here, I'm gonna bring a man over tonight. So now he got to get out his room, and they looking for a bigger house. That's the last time I watched it. They looking for a bigger house to accommodate all the activities so everybody can have their own room, if need be. That's crazy to me. That's so crazy to me, right? So I stopped watching it because it just got to be too bizarre. Like, people are, you know, and people have all type of sexual habits. I know that, I know that, but that's a little bit much, especially coming from black folks. Like, I don't know no Negroes, none that I know, none that I ever been with. It's gonna be like, okay, yeah, bring Bob on in, Jackie, cool, bring him in. And we go on vacation together. We look for a house together. We do stuff together. Now I don't know none of them. I don't. Mm-mm. So that was Latasha's husband. You know, the whole thing with Latasha and her husband and Tamika is real raggedy and real. What's the other word? Just real. It's just a mess, right? Because I told y'all yesterday the fact that someone. Allegedly, someone took her face off of everything on social media. It took a lot of time and effort to do that, right? That's a lot of hate. And at some point, even though they're sisters, at some point you can't come back from that. And I think they're at the point you can't come back. There's too much hateful stuff that went on and that they've done to her. Hey, Denise, hey! What kind of vows did they make with that? Child, who you asking? But I just think that when you so much go on, so much hatefulness, and like I say, I believe that they have been stepping on Tamika, with the mama included, all their life, and now she's grown and talking against it, and they can't handle it. That's just what I believe. Thought this was interesting. Did you see where allegedly DC Young? I saw that just today, but I didn't have time to read up to it when they laid her to rest. But what I don't understand is, now let me tell you what my thoughts when I saw that. I just saw that about an hour or so ago, and I didn't have time to. I was trying to woo-saw before I went live. What I have a problem with is you putting all that jewelry into the ground. You put that's wasteless, worthless to me. Nice, beautiful gesture to the world. But she can't enjoy it, and it's going down in the ground. And it might not even go down in the ground. You know, grave diggers, you know, the people that, you know, they can get that, right? Let me tell you, the man that raised me, when anybody died in our family, he would stay there until they lowered the casket. There wasn't nobody gonna be digging around all up at the casket, getting no rings and stuff. The casket had to be lowered, and the first dirt had to be thrown before we left. We saw this coming. Hey Sheila, you saw what coming, Denise? Him putting that ring on her finger while like that. To me, y'all, it was a nice gesture, but it was stupid. To me, you know what I'm saying? It was a nice gesture. I just think it was stupid. You know what I'm saying? Unless he, you know, I ain't gonna be making no funny about that. I ain't gonna say nothing. But yeah, I, you know, yeah, I saw that. But I didn't really, like sometimes y'all, I'm telling y'all, when stuff be too bizarre, I gotta come back to it because my mind ain't ready to process. If I'm thinking about some other stuff in my head, my mind ain't ready to process it. I skip past it and look at it. Like I'll probably look at it tomorrow or something because I was excited. I did a lot of YouTube stuff today, and hopefully y'all tomorrow my new channel will be up. Hopefully, I guess I gotta do some more stuff. I don't know what they're doing, but it ain't up yet. But sometimes when stuff just too much, I can't deal with it. Yeah, it was a sweet gesture. It was sweet. It was sweet. You know, black men always want you when they can't get you no more, when they can't have you no more. They always want you and love you so much. And that husband of hers, she should not be. Well, see, listen, she's programmed. Natasha's programmed. Anytime, and he deliberately did that from the start. She's been with him since she was a teenager. Might have been the only man she's been with, really, right? So yeah, friend, and so she's programmed, and she's gonna have to get some special help. Go see Jesus or something to disconnect from him mentally and spiritually, right? And so once a man turn you against your family, see, he got the mama bamboozled too. Why, I don't know. They might be paying the mama's rent or something, I don't know. But hey Tanya, yeah, Stockholm said, yeah, he's got her, and she don't see nothing wrong with what he's doing. And she's so, because see, this comes from insecurity from when she was a fat girl, even though she's a pretty black woman, right? But she still probably see herself as that fat, punchy girl in the group, and nobody paid her no attention. He was the one that paid her attention. He preyed upon her, right? And molded her into what he wanted her to be. And she never shook that. She don't know nothing but him. She wouldn't even know how to function without him. She wouldn't. I know somebody right now that's close to me that's in that. They don't know what to do. You know, and you know, that'll probably maybe in my book, may not. I don't know. But they ain't gonna know. They don't know. They'll sit there in misery. Let me tell you something. They'll sit there in misery so the outside world could know I got a husband. You know, some people's on that. I got a husband, right? I got a husband. You don't. You know. I remember my sisters told me that one time years ago, right? I got a husband. I wouldn't have had neither one of them Negroes, right? And the one that said it ain't with him now. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't have been with him then. He was the great narcissist at all for and so Daniel, she need to find her self-worth. Yeah. But her self-worth is in his pocket. It's in his pocket because he got her young. Right? She don't know that. And then mama co-signed it. Mama's a goofball too, because mama co-signed it. Right? Because mama went against her own daughter to protect them. When I got kids, right? If one do wrong to the other, I'm gonna tell them now. You can't make them be cool or do none of that. But you can most definitely say, hey, that was wrong. Don't do that. You know, you don't side with them and fuss at them with the, you know, you don't do all that. But I can tell by watching that show that Natasha has and her mama has been doing Tamika like that all her life. And it took her a minute to break from that. You know what I'm saying? It took her a minute because she went against her group and her money. She went against her own bag to side with her sister. Y'all remember that, right? She went against her own bag, and I guess this time she said, no, I ain't doing that. So what they dealing with, what Latasha and her husband and mama dealing with, they're dealing with Tamika's first time telling them no. Tamika's first time not doing what they want her to do. It's very hard to break from that when it's family. It's very hard to break from that, right? She's been doing what they wanted her to do, and she's been going along to get along all her life. All her life. All her life. And that's hard to break from. I'm glad she broke from it, you know, but it's hard to break from when that's what you've been doing. That's been the family dynamic. It was quite obvious when we saw the show. That's been a family dynamic, right? The woman finds herself where she would find she was always rich, but painful experience been there. Yeah, me too. Listen, I just fell in love with me. Now, I liked me, but I just fell in love with me probably when I left Cleveland. You know, and a lot of my friends, you know, see me on social media and be like, girl, you looking good. The sun, the down south doing you well. I'm less financially able than I ever been in my life. But I'm broke free from some things, right? I broke free from some things. And I guess it shows from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? And she has to get to that point. I hope she gets to that point. But at this stage, something drastic would have to happen for Natasha to cut ties with him. And even then, because he's a narcissist and he knows how to play her, he knows how to manipulate her, he knows how to pull her strings, even then, let's say they break up. It'll be 2 or 3 breakups before she get it right, if she ever. It won't happen that easy. Yeah, that's right, Denise. Yeah, she won't. It will be very difficult. And he's not going to... Only reason why he allowed her to be close to her mama is because mama is okay with what they do. That's why. That's why he allows her to be okay. Because usually they seclude you from everything. I don't believe Natasha has any girlfriends. I don't believe so. You can only learn to love yourself truly when you are single and submit to your... Yeah, I guess so. Because I was single. Yeah, you might be right, friend. Yeah. You might be right. I know I've had a lot of time to reflect and think and understand what I won't do, what I will do, and what my part I played in the relationship. Because I blamed everything on him when actually it was my fault because I stayed in it. I should have been gone. You know what I'm saying? She will need plenty of therapy. Yeah, she will. But like I said, she has to cut loose from the demon. If you don't cut loose from it, it will overtake you, which is just what's happened. You know what I mean? It's what happened. You know, because she didn't really take no accountability for the way she treated her sister. And then, like I said, after all of that, they erased her face and put hers up. Now, Natasha will say, I don't know who did that. I didn't do it. She'll say, I didn't do it. I don't know how that happened. Instead of saying, whoever did this, reverse it. That's my sister. You know, say something, right? And I believe, this is what I believe in my heart, that she has a deep-seated jealousy for her sister. Deep-seated. When you're in a relationship, most people rely on their partner to feel. Yeah. Listen, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Got a little bit of a dating story, just a tinky bit, right? Ain't really a date. Just a conversation I had with a young man, right? I met a young man a couple days ago, whenever, maybe a week or two, some time ago, right? And I didn't hear from him no more. And then he happened to call me, so we had a conversation. Now, mind you, I'm in a habit of when I meet people, I ask, are you single? Who do you live with? Do you have a car? Them are the things I need to know right off top. I'm in a habit of saying that, so I never not say that, right? It's going to come up in the initial conversation. So he had told me, yeah, he lived by himself. Now, I hadn't talked to him in a couple weeks or something like that, right? And then he called me. And I said, well, what made you call me? I don't know what the dumb answer he said was. All in her eyes. Yep. So she started lying to me, and I knew he was lying, right? Now, he told me that, hey, Ashley, thank you so much, Ashley. He told me that he lived by himself and he had been in an accident, which, life happens, and his car was getting fixed. The insurance company was fixing his car, and he lived by himself. Okay, then he told me yesterday that he actually lives with his son's mother. Okay? So he went on through the spiel about he was having hard times after his accident. He didn't work for a while because he was hurt or whatever. And he was behind on his rent and so on and so forth. Now he back working. And, he worked for apartment complex. The maintenance man, so you could live there, right? So after 90 days, they get you an apartment, right? So he said he get ready to get his apartment and so on and so forth, right? Brainwashed, Stockholm Syndrome. Well, if you don't love yourself, you can't love no one. That's true. That is true. And they hurt people, definitely hurt people, child. And so he said that he's getting an apartment. He had told me that the other day that he was going to get an apartment from his job and all that. I was like, oh, wonderful. Good for you, right? And then he asked me after he told me he lived with the baby mom and this and that, did I believe him? I said, listen, I believe you till I don't. You say ain't nothing happening, y'all platonic, and you sleep on the couch. That's what it is, right? You can do what you want to do. You can talk on the phone. You can do all the things. That's fine. Now, automatically, I had to cross you out of my head, but, I'm being pleasant with you, right? So then he says, he called me back later and says, because I had to do something. I had to go live. I got stuff to do. I don't think I got time for fooling with you. Somebody live with their child's mama. And then, so when I had time after the live, I said, well, let me just play with him a while, right? Because now that's what I'm about to do with you. Because you're a liar. And I said, well, why didn't you tell me you lived with them? He said, so much was going on. Wasn't nothing going on because I asked you the question, but I didn't say that. You told me a flat out lie. So I said, he called me back and said, well, let me say something. He told me the whole truth, right? The whole truth, everything went on. And he's not ready to date. And he got to get himself together. And he getting his apartment. He got to get himself together. His car's still in the shop. And he's just not ready to date. Wonderful. And I knew that in the first place, right? I said, well, that's good because you need to get yourself together. You need to get yourself together, right? And then, that was that, right? And I said to myself, because he had told me earlier, he said, I would have to get right to date a woman of your caliber. That's what he said, right? And I'm glad you know that, right? Now, I'm talking about this because I know he's the first man really to say, I ain't ready to date. So I asked him, I said, why did you even say something to me then? Why did you even start that? He said he don't know or something like that. But what I think it is, once they talk to me, which I already know, once they talk to me and see who I am and see that I love me, and that bug can't cross over to here, right? I ain't having it. Then they go about their business. But he was brave enough to say, I ain't ready to date. He was brave enough, and I gave him kudos for that. Because usually they don't do that, right? He was brave enough to say that. It's fun to play with him. Girl, I was getting ready to play. You hear me? I was getting ready. Hey, Golden Queen. I was getting ready to play with him. Do y'all hear me? I had to get off the line, took my clothes off. I'm getting ready to play with Buddy, right? I'm getting ready to play with him. You know what I'm saying? But he came so sincere. I was like, oh, leave him alone, Jackie. Leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. And I because I asked all these questions. I've been single for 5 years. I'm good and grown. I asked them right off the top because that's what's important to me. And after that is, do you believe in God? Are you spiritual? Do you vote? Because if you don't believe in God, I ain't gonna. We ended the conversation. Do you vote? I'm about to end the conversation too because you're not socially aware, and I don't want you. Can't lead me. You're not socially conscious. You can't lead me. So those are things that I ask. And at this age and at this stage of the game, I wish I had been like that before. But you live and you learn, right? Because a lot of them folks I wouldn't even been with. But yeah, I had to commend him. I had to commend him on his honesty. Because I guess as he kept talking, and then, while we was talking, I said, listen, he was saying something. And I cut him off. I said, listen, I'm a street girl, right? In real life. And I forgot what he was talking about. I just want him to know You have to, you know, cut that, right? Whatever he was saying, I stopped him. Like, you know, I'm really that person, right? You know, and I guess he decided to just be all the way honest with me. He was messed up for some months because he was in an accident, which if he had said in the beginning, that would have been cool. I wouldn't have went no further, which, you know, but you live with the woman. Now, he said, now this is what got me, though. He said he can do what he wants and so on and so forth. I said, well, do she do what she want? He said, now they got a son. He said, she don't bring no men in the house. Why not? Right? He says, no men coming back and forth. Black men, baby daddy niggas, always get on my nerves with that. Like, she can't have nobody else. And you in there, can't nobody, you blocking. First of all, you blocking her. So evidently she ain't getting no motion, right? And she couldn't if she wanted to, because you on the couch, if that's where you at, right? I said, well, how old is your son? I'm thinking he about to say 5, 6, 4, 2. He said 14. Child bye. He said, but she go out of town, she do whatever. You know, he kept trying to overtalk me. Okay. All right. You know, he was defending the fact that don't no man, like he had a real good baby mama, don't no man, ain't no man ever been in there while his son. So all she can't, I wanted to say, well, what age can she have company? You know, what age can her company come through? You know what I'm saying? But he was adamant about, don't no men coming in, no men coming back and forth. Child, men really just really, you know, he was real adamant and his voice tone changed. Okay, buddy, all right. All right, because I'm really done with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. Nick, that's just how I felt. Boy, bye. You know what I'm saying? Don't no men coming there and this and that and that and that. He said, that's really like my best friend. Okay. Now, right then, when he said that like 2 or 3 times, how I interpret that, because you're living with her, right? How I interpret that is she has some control over you, whether it's in your heart or in your mind or in your pocket. Any of them, I don't fool with nobody like that. You already got a best friend, I can't be your best friend. You already got one. Yeah, exactly. You can, because we really like, you know, we just like best friends. She my best friend. Okay. Once, if I believed you, once you said best friend, I really don't believe it. I didn't believe you in the first place. But the fact that you said best friend, I can't fool with you because I'm your best friend. I'm the one. You like me, I'm the one, right? So anyway, that's my little bitty baby story. But do y'all know what it is? Because I ain't did my good research on it. Wait, before I go there, Kandi, and I got to watch it tonight. Kandi interviews 4. Remember we was talking about 4 yesterday. You know, Kandi is highly sexual and highly freaky. Her and A1 interviewed 4. Now, I would like to see the interaction between A1, who's a very hetero man, and 4. I just got hip to it before I got on the live, so I'm going to watch it. But he's explaining himself, right? Now, if y'all don't know who 4 is, yeah, he had an answer for everything, child. If y'all don't know who 4 is on Chicago, Black Ink Chicago. And he had a brother on there, and 4 was a tattoo artist who was a rapper, and he's been on Twitter sexually performing acts, and women peg him, and he's a submissive. He wants to be walked like a dog. He wears a mask, and no telling what else he does, right? And so Kandi's interviewing him. I can't wait to see that interview. Maybe I might watch it tonight and see what he has to say. Because in my mind, if a man is getting paid, now I don't know because I ain't in that world, but if a man is getting paid and it's by a woman, he's only one click away. What will make him not be with a man? I don't, you know, just asking. Just asking, right? About. Yeah. Now, Suki, listen, it's ongoing. I ain't even seen all the stuff Tasha did today. She did some stuff, but I haven't seen it because I've been working on my own YouTube. But it's ongoing, and I seen the piece, and I gotta watch it, where she said she's gonna call CPS and the Animal Protective. Now you're going too far, Tasha. You're going too far. Now you're trying to get the girl's kids taken away. I saw that just before I got alive. That's not cool. And you know, anytime these bloggers, I've watched it before, get to doing stuff, it happens to them. That's what happened to that girl, Toxic Diamond. That's what happened to that girl, what her name, Nosy Ho. That's what happened to that other girl that had all them panelists. It implodes on you. You know, when you dig a ditch for somebody, you the one to fall in it, 9 times out of 10. That's just the way karma, the universe, God works, right? When I saw that today, I didn't, like I said, it was on, I don't know if it was on IG, but it was something Tasha K was saying. It might have been on YouTube. When I saw that, I said, oh, that's way too far now, sis. You going way beyond. She said, I'm going to call CPS. And I don't understand people who like to live in misery, causing people harm. Like, if you do something to me, I'm so over certain things. If you do something to me 9 times out of 10, I'm going to do nothing because God will fight my battle, right? Unless you hit me, I'm going to hit you back. But, Cardi, you can stop 2 for $1 million extreme, yeah. No, I wasn't. She was asking her, I was agreeing with Tasha on the whole culture, but don't destroy people. That's what I'm saying. Like, and you can't control and monitor everything everybody do. People living their own lives, right? Don't look at her. Don't pay her no attention. If you don't like what she's doing, don't look at her. Don't go to a concert. Don't go to a show. Don't watch her on TV. It's real simple, right? The fact that she's saying she's fighting for women's rights and kids' rights and animal rights, now she's an activist now, right? Gone too far. Gone way too far. Gone way too far. And when you try to destroy people, it comes back on you. When you actively, purposefully try to destroy people, it comes back on you. And I don't know if she was playing when she said that. Oh, and what I saw last night, you know, her and Auntie Hammy was good friends. Tasha K and Auntie Hammy. And Auntie Hammy, like Suki, I want to say, or somebody. But Auntie Hammy disowned her yesterday on a post, right? Suki said Tasha mom got... I thought Tasha K mama was not alive. Child. But Suki's young. She gonna be childish. Like, she gonna be childish, right? And she didn't say anything for a long time. So now she's saying something. But it's going too far. Like, something is... Tasha has OCD. I'm convinced of that. Because she locks in, and then that's where she's at when she gets locked in, right? They took her school. Girl, she's something's wrong with her. Because you get on one person and that's where you at. That's where you at. Like, leave that girl alone. You don't like what she's doing, don't look at her. Too far, someone's going to go tragic if they don't stop. Tasha got anger problem. I don't even think Tasha got an anger problem. She said that she went to anger school. No, she's a punk. Tasha's a punk in real life, right? She ain't got no anger problem. She's saying that to be saying that for an excuse for how she acted. And you ain't that mad about what somebody else doing with their body. You ain't that mad about that. You ain't that mad about that. All that anger, she's a punk. In real life, she's a punk. I guarantee you she's a punk, right? Yeah, she's a punk. Is she a Pisces? Is she a Pisces? Child, she's from the wrong end of the Pisces. She must be close to, what's after Pisces? Aries? What's after Pisces? She close to that. That's me, though. My birthday is the 28th. She a Pisces? She acts nothing like a Pisces. Nothing like a Pisces are compassionate people. She acts nothing like a Pisces. She acts nothing like a Pisces. Nothing like a Pisces. And one thing we do is focus, mind our business, right? Oh, she's a Pisces? Pisces are very neutral. Even the guy Pisces, very neutral, very even-keeled people. She's a Pisces? Oh, no. I don't watch it either, but when she come down and she's doing something interesting, I'll check it out, right? But this here has gone too far. And again, you messing with a hood girl with money. No, you ain't learned from before? You didn't learn from before. Nobody ran up on her yet. Well, she first of all, I think she moved out of Atlanta. She went down to I think she's back in Florida where she come from, right? And I'm just saying she probably went to Florida because this is where Cardi and Offset is. You know, she might have to get up out of here. Who knows, right? But that could be why. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know where Suki lives, but I just think that at this point, to me, it's bullying. It's internet bullying, cyber bullying. To me, that's what it is. I don't know. Tell me if I'm right, if I'm wrong. She doesn't seem scared. She gets African ties. She got African. No, she ain't scared. Because she's safely at home. It's easy for somebody to talk shit in their house. That's easy to do. That's easy to do. Just me knowing, I believe she's a punk, flat out. I believe she's a punk because how she treated. Yeah, and that's what they say. Now, what's her and Storm was friends, right? I never got the understanding of that because I was new at YouTube and I didn't know her or Storm. But what exactly happened with that? Because I heard they were friends and he was on her platform. Watch now, she married to an African man and they are very aggressive too, yeah. March 10th is her birthday. Shut up. March 10th is her birthday. 10 days after me. She's a Pisces. Something happened. Stars got mixed up or something because she don't act like a Pisces. No, that's Pisces. I forget what come after Pisces. Aries. I think Aries come after Pisces. Yeah, Aries come after Pisces because I got a brother and sister. Yeah, Aries come after Pisces. She's a girl. She don't act like no Pisces. You putting a bad name out there on the Pisces. Tasha K, don't do that. We ain't like that. We probably the most calmest folks in the zodiac. Oh my. Oh wow. Well, anyway, I think it's gone too far. I wanted to stop. You know, had I had my membership, right, I was going to say some things that I can't say here, right? That was on my list to talk about. That's why I had to talk about it, because I was going to talk about it in my members group, right? Because I got a lot to say about that I can't say here. You know what I'm saying? Megan Thee Stallion, Janelle, section. It don't bother me. See, this people is hung up. This. I'm glad you brought that up. I don't know why. What's her name? India Reed thought to speak on that, right? Women, we are sexual creatures, and I don't know why everybody don't want us to be sexual, don't want us to wear sexy clothes. You know, when you're young, first of all, Megan Thee Stallion in her 20s, right? Janelle Monáe, I don't know how old she is, but she young too, and she look good in it. They look good in it, first of all. No, I ain't no updates on Shirley. I'm gonna help remind me about that in a minute. I don't know why everybody's hung up about women being sexual creatures, right? Especially young women in their 20s. If you have the body for it now, y'all let Lizzo wear what she want to wear. Can't say nothing about her, right? So I just think that the women bashing has went too far, in my opinion, right? I think it's went too far. I think it's went way too far. Everybody want to police what a black woman wear, and how she act and what she do. This I know. Black women are the strongest creatures on earth, mentally, right? And I always knew as a young woman that the only thing, and I hate to say it like this, but this is what I used to say when I was a young woman, that the only thing a man got over me is physical strength, right? Because we are strong. I recognize my strength at a very young age. That shit I had to, right? I'm a little sick of it. But you know, with the Kevin Samuels coming out and saying all these, what he was saying, it just opened up the door and put the light on men don't really like us. Don't nobody like black women, right? But a white man in secret, right? So I think that NDIRE shouldn't have spoke on it, because that's their craft. That's what they do. NDIRE like to wear long dresses and wrap her head up and do all. That's what you do. Everybody different. Everybody in their own lane. Everybody in their own lane. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is. You know, everybody in their own lane. Yeah, but I had a very big comments about Suki and Tasha, but I can't speak on it the way I want to. Because I was gonna be a little messy, y'all. Some black women don't like black women. It's jealousy. Yeah, and I don't get that. Let me tell y'all something. I grew up in the era. I grew up in the era, and that could be India.Arie's problem. I grew up in the era of light skin and dark skin. Everybody liked the light skinned woman. She could have looked. She could have looked like a pig. She could have been. She could have looked like the ugliest thing on earth. But if she was light skinned, she was in. Dudes liked her. People, they got the better jobs. All of that. I grew up with that, right? And me and all my dark skinned friends, just happen to be dark skinned, recognized that at a young age in junior high, right? But it don't bother me. It didn't really bother me then, but I was aware of it. But it definitely don't bother me now because I don't care. Whatever, somebody gonna like me, somebody gonna like the light skinned girl, right? But that could be India.Arie's problem. That could be, you know. But I feel like this, and I had to, I taught myself this. I don't care if she has long hair because I was a short, bald head. I was a bald head, black, skinny girl with big lips growing up, right? I don't care if you bald head. I mean, if you got long hair, if you got a big butt, if you got a big chest, if you got green eyes, good hair. I don't care what you got. That makes me none. It makes me none, right? I can't focus on what you got. Let me focus on what I got. Deal with what I got. And everybody needs to learn that, right? Because of the yeah. So I don't, that don't faze me. That doesn't faze me. But a lot of the young black rap artists, female rap artists, say it's still going on. That the light skinned girls get in and the dark skinned girls, it's hard for them to get in, right? That's just the way of the world, and you just have to navigate around it. You know what I'm saying? And don't let it affect you, and don't take it so much to heart, right? What we have to learn, what I just said, is we have to learn to love ourselves, right? I mean, really love ourselves, right? And a lot of us have not learned to do that. A lot of us have not. I'm like really in love with myself. I've heard people say that through my life, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. I got it now, though, right? We have to have more pride in ourselves, more than just our bodies and sexual skills, yeah. But if your sexual skill is how you got your money, and that's what your brand is, have at it. As far as a liar, each their own, I get a little tired of his naked behinds. Safari, Safari just a dodo head. He's a good-looking dodo head, right? I don't even know how Erica took him serious. I don't know how Nicki Minaj took him serious because he's like an airhead. He's like a dude airhead, right? He's not serious. He's a boy. He's still gonna play. Why would you marry him and why would you have kids by him? He's a kid himself. Hanging all over Usher. So what? Okay, so she was the Usher police. So she was the Usher police. I don't know what that was about. I didn't see her hanging over Usher. I didn't see that. But speaking of that, I haven't got the full detail because I've been so busy with my own YouTube. What is the deal with Keke Palmer and something that she had on and her husband said something and then she said something back and it's public? Not the husband, the baby daddy, I guess, right? What is that? Can somebody explain that to me because I have not had time to look into that. And I see that she had a response today like, me and my dude is not, I don't know why everybody thinks to put everything out on social media. Because me and my guy ain't doing that. That's corny to me. Me and my guy is not doing that. But was it something about what she wore? Yeah, she does look good. She looks very good. I think I don't know if she was flirting with somebody or something that she had on. Something the baby daddy didn't like and he made a public announcement about it. And then Keke rebutted it. I didn't see either one of them, right? Because I'm not quite sure what happened because y'all know yesterday I was in a funk. Some of the most beautiful women can be sexy with their clothes on. Yeah, that is true. That is true. She can wear what she wants to wear. Yeah. So I want to know what she did. Like, what did Keke do? Because I'm not quite sure. Was it what she had on or did she flirt with somebody? Like, I don't understand. And again, she's a young woman. That's a very young woman. Like, I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And then don't publicly shame me or publicly humiliate me. And you my partner, my spouse, my whatever. Don't do that. Don't do that. Singing his praises, yeah. Well, listen, a lot of folks, a lot of men, especially after you have a child with them, you become property. But even if you don't have a child with them, most men look at you as property. They don't look at you as the individual and who you are. They look at you as property. This is mine. That's how they look at it, right? That's how they look at it. So when you're in a situation like that, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? He's not looking at her for the great. She's been a child star. She's been a star since she was a kid. He ain't looking at her like that. He ain't looking at her like you just had my baby. You just gave life for me. He ain't looking at her like that. I don't know, Golden Queen. She on a thong and turned around and Usher was. She had on a thong and that's all she had on? That just sort of gave her opinion. Wait, what? She had on a thong. She had on a thong and lifted up her dress? What did she do? Well, she came out with a thong? What happened? Yeah. What? What? I need another more explanation. I got to look into that. What did she do? What did she... Now, wait. Now, that's something to be talked about now. If she did... It was a sheer dress with a black bodysuit underneath. Oh. Well, they all dressing like that. Did she purposely say, hey, Usher, look right here? Like, what happened? Because they all dressing like that with the sheer dress, and you can see the panties. They all dressing like that. She had on under her sheer dress. Okay. Uh-huh. Well, did he not see her before she left the house? Or did he not see her? Well, you can't police what somebody wearing, though. Wow. Wow. As they broke up, did they break up behind all this public humiliation and shaming? Did they break up? Is they broke up? Is they still together? You saw the clip. What you say about the clip, Lisa Marie? What did it look like to you? Because I didn't see it. I didn't have time yesterday. What did it look like? I just know everybody talking about it. What did it look like? Because she ain't really, she had the baby. You know, she was carrying the baby everywhere you saw. She had the baby with her. She would go out one night and she clown. Now, y'all know, a lot of times after you've been in the house with a baby, you do stupid stuff sometimes. You do that. He didn't like the way Usher was looking at her. Well, you got to go check Usher. Yeah, you gotta go holler at her. You know what I'm saying? He got eyes. She's a pretty woman. He got eyes. Oh, he was awesome. He had a sucker attack. Now I'm understanding. He had a sucker attack. That's what happened. Okay. He had a sucker attack. Okay, that's what happened. Yeah, that's the beginning of crazy right there. That is the beginning of crazy. Okay, now I get it now. I get it. Listen here, I got one more thing to talk about. Now, Usher's on a different level and he's sitting home with no job. There you go, Sheila. Have y'all been keeping up with Mel and Ariane Curry's, a.k.a. Coleslaw? Mel from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, Ariane Curry, a.k.a. Coleslaw, I've been talking about her for a couple years, 2-3 years, right? All on the lives and all on the everywhere, right? Mel has had enough and told her to pull up. She went live on IG and told her she was sick of her and pull up and keep her name out of mouth. Keep her name out of mouth and quit talking about her and so on and so forth, right? And she tired of taking the high road. She said she tired of taking the high road. Now, I forgot in all my mess yesterday what actually started this off. But evidently, Ariane got on IG or somewhere and made some comments, right? And Mel said I had enough. And she told her auntie, get off the live because I'm getting ready to cuss and say stuff. Told her mama to get off the live and told her auntie to get off the live. And she said, let's be clear. I ain't never been scared about you. And pull up. She told her pull up. She said, I'm going to tell security when you get here to let you in. I was like, ooh, what? She said, I'm going to tell security when you get here to let you in. I done had enough of you. And Uh, yeah, it was long overdue. Uh, yeah, it was long overdue because, first of all, you was with my man for 5 years. You was with my man for 5 years, and then had the nerve, knowing he was married, to have a baby by him. That right there is enough for me to beat all the skin up off of you, right? If you do come where in my presence, right? I think that Mel is human. I always said this, right? She's human, and she was keeping it, being the Southern Belle and doing all that stuff, right? And now she done had enough. She done had enough, right? And then she was saying, because I seen you, I pulled up on you before or something other like that, right? Kids involved for fight. It is. But I know what happened too. Coleslaw got on, I guess I'm going to say IG, and said, me and my man together with our 5 kids. Now, supposedly, Ariana's daughter has been taken from her. I don't know if that's true or if the mama just got her. But I've seen that in the comments, that her daughter was taken from her. So she was letting Mel know, our kids. That's taunting someone, right? And so she got her little baby. And Martell had all his kids, I guess, with Ariana, right? She was hugging and hanging all over Usher. Oh, okay. And so, I guess that rubbed Mel the wrong way, I know that trying to co-parent, see, they had a bad, it wasn't like they just divorced. They divorced because of the side piece, his extramarital affairs. So, that makes it even worse. Right? That makes it even worse, and you can't forget it because it's all over social media all the time. It's all on TV. You can't forget it. Then the girl saying whatever she say when she feel like saying it, And then wait, who don't work? Kiki's man don't work. Kiki's man don't work, huh? That could be a big problem. Hold on, is Kiki man the one don't work and telling her what to wear? That's some control. That's some bum. That's bum behavior. Y'all know I did a video. I'm gonna have to redo that. I did a video on bum nigga behavior. That's what that is. If y'all talking about him and he don't work and he wearing what she wearing and causing her problems and publicly humiliating her, that's bum behavior. Oh, he's just not famous. Okay. Because I was about to go all the way in on it. What we gonna do with these black men, y'all? I'm trying to figure out how we can get to Pluto or Mars somewhere, because there got to be some more of them. Me and my friend 5 years ago said God cooking up a new batch. They ain't got here yet. The new men's ain't got here yet. Speaking of new men, let me tell y'all something what happened to me. Another little bit of dating story. So when I first got here to Atlanta, I met a man, nice looking man, right? Tall, dark skin, chocolate, goatee, nice looking man, right? A little slow for my likings, but he was a nice looking man, and he was nice, right? I don't know if he got on my nerves. I don't remember why I stopped talking with him. And when he reached back to me about a couple months ago, he said I owed him an apology because I talked about him and said all kind of bad stuff, which I probably did, but I probably did, right? I hope that ain't the case, Sheila. But anyway, what's happening with me right now is dudes that I ever knew, from whether they from Cleveland or Charlotte, wherever they from, is calling me and inboxing me and stuff, right? Yeah, I'm waiting on the new batch, Tanya. They calling me and inboxing me, right? And I'm like, what? What made you call me? So anyway, I don't know if it's because they see me on social media or something, I don't know. Because that's usually what I think it is. They just see me on social media. And he said that I owed him apologies, and I apologized for what I probably meant it, right? So we didn't talk for a little while, and he popped back up last week one day, right? So he called me today. I just so happened to catch the call. Yeah, he said I owe him an apology, child, bye. Because I talked about it, and I probably did. He probably got on my nerves. For me to have talked about him to his face, he got on my nerves, right? About something. He got on my nerves. He got on my nerves. I talked about his private part, all that. I humiliated him, right? And but he probably got on my nerves, because that's usually what happens. Once you get on my nerves, or you try to play in my face or play with me, I turn all the way around. I'm like the Exorcist. It flips all the way around, right? So, you know, he called me. He said we can go out this week. He worked. He got a good job. He got him a house and this and that and that. So I'm gonna give him another try. What you call that? When you rotate, not rotate. What's the word I'm trying to find? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? But I'm gonna redo him, whatever that's the word. That ain't the word I'm looking for. But I'm gonna redo him, and I'll keep y'all up on what's gonna happen. He's a nice looking dude. He's a nice looking dude, and he work a job. He's a hard worker. He's one of them hard worker dudes. And I think what it was at the time, he might have been working 7 days a week. Cause these dudes down south work 7 days a week. It's still slavery going on down here. And he said he's off on the weekends so good. And he got him a house, got him a car, and he got his job, and he works second shift. So we'll see what happens. I will keep y'all up on it. He's going to call me tonight when he get off. We'll see. Because the last time I saw him, he had a girlfriend. I think he had a fiance, right? Recycle. That's the word, friend. I knew you was going to be... I knew you was going to be the one that tell me recycle, yeah. Yeah. And so we're going to do a do-over and see. You know, if I can tolerate him. I think what the problem was, y'all... A do-over, yeah. I think that, I don't know, because, you know, I'm very quick in my thoughts and in my actions. And a lot of times you're too slow acting for me to get on my nerves. But I'm going to see. I'm going to give it a try. I hope so too, Ashley. I'm going to give it a try. You know, because he was, what I can remember, he wasn't stingy. Oh, I think I know what it was now. I know what it was, y'all. He's another one that said he wasn't ready for a relationship. That's what it was, right? That's what it was. Oh, Dewey, tell him hey. I think that's what it was. He said he wasn't ready for a relationship. Now, you dating me? You over my house? This is way back. Now, I ain't know nobody here but my cousins, right? But nobody come to my house, no way. He was coming over my house and all that, and he said he wasn't ready for a relationship. Okay, cool. All right, but I think I remember this one. Did you tell us about him a couple months? No, this was way back when I first moved here. I met him when I first moved here. I'm talking about first moved here because he helped me put some curtains and stuff up. I had just got here, right? And he helped me do some stuff, you know, get my house together a little bit and stuff. He bought me some pots and pans. But I think what happened was he couldn't stand the pressure that I was applying. So he said he wasn't ready for a relationship. But that's fine, you know, okay, cool. Glad you told me, right? But don't be acting like you want to be in one if you ain't. I don't understand that with dudes. Because I'm a grown woman. You can't come over here, right? You can't come over here and lay up and kick back and do all that. There's some responsibility, there's some stuff that go on up in here, right? And it ain't for free. And I think that's what it was now that I'm thinking about it. That's what it was. You know, that's what it was. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Because he reaches out to me. I've been here 18 months. He reaches out every now. But I thought he had a fiance though. They was on Facebook, coupled up, right? He had her son like it was his. And so I said, what happened to the fiance? Then I said, no, never mind. Don't even tell me. You know, don't even tell me. Don't even tell me what happened. But they ain't together, right? So we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. You know, we're gonna go do something this weekend. You know, and I really want to just do something simple like go out to eat and, you know, I don't know, something simple. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I need to have a conversation with him. See where his head at. He said he got him a little dog. He got a little dog in his house, you know. So we'll see. He got a 3-bedroom house. So we'll see. We'll see, y'all. I don't know. Because a lot of dudes been reaching back to me. You know, and I be like, what made you call me? You know what I'm saying? They just saw me on social media or something, child. That's all that be. But anyway, y'all, today is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. So I'm going live tomorrow too. I might not go live Saturday if I go out with dude. I might not go live Saturday. Red flags. What's the red flags? Yeah, Ty, you remember him? Yeah. I remember him because after the curtain, was he going to cut your grass? Wasn't he going to cut? No, that ain't the grass cutter dude. No, that ain't him. That ain't him. He ain't the grass cutter dude. The grass cutter dude was a dude I met on the street. You know, I seen him cut somebody's grass. And I said, hey, you cut grass? And he was like, yeah. And when he got out, I don't even have grass, but I got like weeds and bushes and stuff. Just need to be toned up, right? Because I got so many trees, ain't no grass, right? Child, the man wanted to charge me $1,000, something outrageous, right? And, no, right? And then he would call me, that guy would call me in the middle of the night. And he was a nice looking dude too. And if he had came to me correct, I'd have hollered at him. But he would call me in the middle of the night. So I said, why would you call me in the middle of the night? I ain't that girl, right? I had to tell him that about 2 or 3 times, and then he didn't do it anymore. I do. Y'all notice? I do. So if for y'all wasn't here, more people are here now. So Temu reached out to me, right? Because I saw on TikTok a guy that's getting paid because he's a content creator for showing Temu stuff, right? So he was trying to tell you how to do it, but it wasn't working for me. So I reached out to Temu, right? And they responded yesterday, and I forgot to tell y'all because I was in such a flutter about the YouTube, right? They reached out to me yesterday and said I can join the Sponsee, whatever it's called, program. And they sent me the link, and so I can set it up. I didn't do it today because I was busy doing YouTube, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. And because I was so messed up yesterday, I forgot all about it. So Temu I'm going to be showing Temu clothes. I told her, I said, I love y'all. Amazon was my baby, but I love y'all, right? So I'm going to be showing their products, and I think they give you a certain amount of money and you spend or something, but I don't know all the details. But they sent me a long email yesterday, but I was so befuddled by what YouTube had sent me, and I said, ain't this a coincidence? This is nothing but the devil that you all sent me this. And because usually I have Temu ads on my videos, right? So anyway, it's going to all work out. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to get right on that tomorrow, as well as my new YouTube channel, see why it ain't up, or what else I got to do for it to be up. What else I got to do. And so that's the good news. Now, yesterday was bad news. Today is the good news, right? I'm feeling much better today. Thank you all for your kind words, for your donations. I will always need that until they put me back on. Thank you, Ashley. Till they put me back on, the 30 days. I know that God work in mysterious and funny ways. And like you all have told me, this is set up for a come up, right? But I'm watching my subscribers go up. My subscribers are still going up. I gained subscribers today, right? I'm watching my subscribers go up. I'm watching my money go up. I'm like, yes, I'm going to get some money finally. You know what I'm saying? And then that happened. And then in the same email, because I was looking for the YouTube email, and that's when I saw that Temu had responded to me, right? I was like, ain't that a coinky dink, right? But I'm still moving forward. So when I do get the monetization back, I'll get some money. That's all. I just got to struggle for another month or so, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just got to struggle. That's all. Just got to struggle, right? So anyway, y'all, I'm going to go and get me something to eat. I'll be back tomorrow at 7:30. Like I said, Saturday, I probably not. If I go hang out with dude, probably not. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. Because he lives a little ways from me. He lives in Stockbridge. That's about 40 minutes away. 30 minutes away. Something like that. So, Tahaka! Don't worry, Tahaka. 7:30 tomorrow. 7:30 tomorrow. 7:30 tomorrow. Watch the replay so you can get caught up on what all goes on with me. 7:30 tomorrow. So I'll see you guys. Love you all. Thanks so much. And if you can donate to me, please do. Be safe.